Hi everybody, welcome back to the Thetarded channel. In today's video, I'll go through part 2 of Arena Defense. I'm so sorry to all my subscribers that for the late posting of this video. I was in the hospital for the past few days, so I couldn't really make videos. So if you see me, you hear me coughing or wheezing in this video, I'm sorry about that. My throat is still really bad and it's really itchy sometimes. So it still happens and I might just choke up on my words, so do forgive me on that. So today's video will be going through the list that I created for you guys so that you guys know how to actually put in a squad together. We will probably make it way more easier for you. It's pretty simple. It's you just follow the list and you just think of what combination you want, how you want to mix the element. That's up to you, but you just know that there are these type of heroes in this game and you should take note of all this to increase your win rate. For me, I've been following this. I'll try my best to follow this, to be honest, and eventually my final squads will be like that. But for now, of course, we know that due to the lack of variety heroes, you can't do that, but eventually your goal is ultimately to work towards that, guys. So do check out the list and comment below what you think about the list and whether is it helpful for you guys to actually create a squad yourself. So first and foremost, I would like to thank all my new subscribers also. Thank you for subscribing and also thank you for liking all my videos. It really helped in the YouTube algorithm. To be honest, even though my previous Arena Defense part 1 only had 240 views, but there were still over 10 subscribers subscribing. So it's really good for me. I feel that it's not the views that matter, but more or less the conversion of viewers to subscribers. I'm sorry for the words I'm eating up. I mean, it's also due to my throat also, so I'm so sorry. So yeah, so thank you for all those, and also do keep the love coming. Do keep on subscribing and also do keep liking the videos, guys. Oh, I foresee this is gonna be a long video and a hard time. So in today's video, I'll be talking about the list. In part 3 of defense, Arena Defense, I'll talk about hero positioning, how you place heroes at certain places, where is the best position to put. I'm so sorry for the separate content. It's because I can't talk for long today or so. And the last one, and that will be the last of part 3, I guess. So yeah, in case, or maybe part 3 will be something else that I missed out, but it should be hero positioning, guys. So yeah, so today I'll be talking about the list. So yeah, so first I'll go through towards the list. So previously I mentioned the categories of the list. I won't really go through much in detail of why the heroes are there. It's pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, if you read up hero skills, you should probably know why they're in such categories and the reasoning behind that. So the first category is no ultimate, no talk. So I categorize them into their different elements. So we have Argus Alice. So I probably won't read out the heroes because of my throat, but you can just read it out on your own. So we have those few heroes there. So the things I want you to note is, as you can see on the top of the list, I wrote here, try to limit yourself to 1 per lineup, and there's the reasoning behind this, guys. Even though, as you all know, that Arena is RNG, and it's all dependent on how much you get hit, how much you are dealing damage, and also whether you crit or whether there's a dodge or miss accuracy. So yeah, you can't control all this, but at least what you can control is you can prevent your heroes from competing with each other for energy, guys. That's why I only suggest using one of these heroes for this category, where it means that when they don't have the ultimate, they're pretty much trash heroes, guys. I'm sorry to say this, but Argus without ultimate is really quite bad. At least also, I mean, you guys know it, guys. You guys know it, and you guys should agree that you put 2 of these heroes together, the synergy might not be great, even though the power is high of the squad. But I mean, in the end, if both can't get their ultimate up and they both die before getting the ultimate up, they're pretty much like a tank, which is pretty useless, and I mean, they don't do much damage in the end since they can't get the ultimate up. I mean, the ultimate is really the lifesaver of these heroes. So yeah, so for this category, try to limit yourself to 1. So that said, you at least know what is 1 hero that you need to put in the squad already. So and it's highly recommended that you have at least 1 hero from this list, from this category, since they're really OP and they need even though they need the ultimate, but there's a high chance if you only use 1, now they can get the ultimate. So it's really good to at least use 1 of this hero in this category, but limit yourself to 1 also. The next category is disruptors / taunters. So if you didn't know in my previous video how I was talking about heroes that have blink, teleport, any heroes that can move forward or dash forward or anything of that sort, will give a taunt effect, guys. This is how the game mechanics work, and you cause the opponent heroes to retarget towards the hero. So yeah, these heroes have really good benefits. They have their own perks and everything. These heroes are meant to actually prolong the life of the hero that is highly dependent on the ultimate. So that's like the first category. So usually I would recommend 2 per lineup, and this is why, guys. The first one I'll recommend is obviously Xbox. And it's because his taunt is right at the start of the battle. His passive causes him to actually get him to the opponent lineup right at the start of battle, and he takes some damage off the front row of your heroes. So that's really good in the sense that it prolongs your life for those in the front row, and usually those who needs ultimate are usually placed in the front row, because as you all know, the more damage you receive, and the more times you get hit, and the more times you hit, you get more energy, guys. So that's how you farm energy, by getting hit or hitting. So I would recommend actually Xbox, because at the start of battle he already helped taunt and take off some damage. And also the reason why I allow 2 of these heroes to be here is because sometimes it's good that it could be, sometimes it's good that in between the battle there's another taunt effect that would help to reduce the damage also done to all your melee heroes, and also to take away some damage from your tank. So usually heroes like that will probably require their first to second skill to be a taunt effect, and that will usually be assassin, guys. So usually Hellcat, Lancelot, Saber, they tend to have it in their first and second skill, where they go to the back row or the middle row. But other than that, Kadita also is something like that. Kadita's second skill will help her go into the opponent's lineup. So these heroes are really good in that sense. You need to learn how to stagger the skills, guys. So the taunt skills you need to stagger, the ultimate you need to stagger, the shields you need to stagger. Learn how to stagger the skills, because this game is programmed such that it's always in this sequence: first skill first, second skill next, and then ultimate, then first skill, second skill, ultimate. And usually that's the cases for almost all heroes other than Xbox himself. So yeah, so do take note of that. The timing of the skills are also really important, which I might talk more about it in the part 3 of the video, where it makes a difference whether it is the first skill, second skill, or the ultimate, and then you need to know how to actually stagger those skills together. So those are my thoughts for disruptors and taunters. You can either put 1 or 2, but at least have 1, guys. At least have 1 of this in this category. It is in already the no ultimate no talk list, and is overlap with this. Try not to overlap it, guys. Cause for Alice, her taunt is in the ultimate, so that's the annoying thing. So yeah, so I don't really like the taunts to be in the ultimate in general, cause there might be a chance that they won't even get ultimate. So yeah, so I don't really like it usually in that sense. Usually I prefer the taunt effect to be on the first skill and second skill. For that's me, my preference. I don't know about you guys, but do let me know what you think in the comments below, whether it makes sense. So the third category is position dependent heroes, and usually I would recommend either you not using it in general, or you limit yourself to 1, since they're position dependent. So usually position dependent heroes just means that they need to be the solo hero of that whole in that role. So for example, let me just show you. So what I mean is this, guys. When you set up your oh wow, okay. So when you set up your squad and everything, position dependent heroes will actually be placed right smack in the center, or at the back, or in the center. So they'll be the only hero, a lone hero. And the reason why they're placed like that is because that's the biggest maximized damage they get from their skills, usually in general. So let me just show you what I mean. Let me just find this guy. So for example, let me just see how I can do this. So okay, this is a rainbow squad. So position dependent hero on the list will be actually Gashan. So usually I like to place Gashan at the front, and then you see his ultimate is such that he'll hit the heroes in the middle. Once he get his ultimate, he'll tend to hit it in the middle, or the opponent is too weak. Sorry, I can't get his ultimate up. Okay, let me just skip this. Oh dear. So okay, let's just find someone stronger. Okay, maybe not. Maybe this guy, my own team, my own guild mate. So you see that usually in the case of Gashan, if he's placed at the corner, he is not. He's out. Oh wow, the opponent's too strong, guys. So I can't show it to. Oh, this is hard. Let me just find an even balanced opponent. Is there anyone that's close to 1 million power? Why are they also strong? Okay, so this guy's okay. This guy should be good. So okay, what I'm trying to say is, you see Gashan, if he's placed at the center, he deals like close to 3 damage to 3 heroes of the opponent in general. But what if he is placed at the corner? Hopefully, let me just skip it. No, I can't skip it. Okay, so if he's placed in a corner, let's just show you. For example, here below, he'll most likely hit fewer heroes in general. That's how his skills are usually. So he only hits 2 heroes, Alice and Zilong for this. So yeah, so I mean, the reason why they're position dependent is because they are usually placed as a center, and usually they maximize. You want to maximize the number of heroes they hit on the opponent's side. So that's what I meant by position dependent heroes, and these are the list of heroes in general. I might miss out some heroes. If I miss out any heroes, do comment below in the section. I'll pin it up for the rest of the audience to see. So I mean, this list is not perfect, but it should give you a rough gauge, guys. So there's this list of heroes. I mean, I won't go through why they are position dependent. It's either the ultimate, the first skill or second skill requires them. There is like channeling or some sort of that event that cause them to be positioned in that way. So yeah, so usually I won't really recommend it. I won't usually recommend using these type of heroes in your lineup other than Gashan and Lolita, and probably maybe Angela. It's because it's kind of annoying sometimes. The way you want to position your heroes might be affected because of these type of heroes. So it might not be user friendly in that sense. You'll be more rigid. Your structure is more rigid, and you always have to think about all these factors. So it might not be that effective eventually. The next category is ultimate fast. So what it means is pretty obvious. They get the ultimate really fast. So Xbox is one of them. It's due to his passive, Irita, Zilong, Leslie. So I'm not going to explain them, but these heroes are really good because they don't really need to compete for energy. With the first category of heroes, they don't usually need to compete, and they could be placed somewhere at the back row or something where they can have a longer survivability, and yet they can get the ultimate really fast. So yeah, so these are the few heroes. I do recommend these heroes. I kind of like those heroes in general. Actually, all these 4 heroes, I like them. I use all of them in my first and second squad for Brawl Arena, and they give me a really good win rate, guys. So that's something to note. Next category is heroes with survivability skills. So survivability skills just means that they are able to somehow avoid damage or reduce damage, or trap heroes or stun heroes. Not really stun heroes, but to make the opponents retarget and instead of hitting them. So yeah, those are the few heroes. So this is a list inside, and of course invincibility is for Lancelot and Saber. When they use their ultimate, they do have a 1 to 2 seconds invincibility, and that's really good sometimes, so they can't get damage within then. And of course Saber one is a bit different. He's invincible, and heroes can't target him, so they would instead hit other heroes instead of Saber when he's in the air, guys. So that's something you should know. So that's really good in that sense. So usually I would recommend these heroes also. So for now, throughout this whole process, you should probably have one hero from the first category of who are ultimate dependent, and probably 2 heroes from the second category. So there's already 3 heroes in your lineup, so you have to settle the last 2 hero, guys. So the last 2 heroes can come from this last 3 column, and I feel that usually ultimate fast heroes are really good, and they are really good what you call it, element, martial, and tech, guys. So I kind of use it for my first and second Brawl Arena squad. It's up to you whether you use it, but yeah, so you just have to select 2 more heroes from the last 3 category. It's pretty easy like that. Okay, so the last category is heroes with shield. These are heroes that are able to protect and prolong life of whatever heroes you want. And I feel that the meta is switching after patch 34. I feel that the meta is switching towards heroes with shield, guys. I mean, there's something going on with this. I feel that heroes with shield are slightly stronger, or that's what I feel. Do comment below what you think. Do you really think that is the case or so? But yeah, so I would recommend using at least one hero with shield if possible, guys. But of course, not all is good. Actually, the only ones that are really good is Lolita, Xbox Angela, Karina, Hellcat, and probably Akai maybe if a martial squad, and Lapu is just really dependent. So yeah, so those are the few heroes. Of course, Lolita is the best hero with shield for now, because she has 2 shields instead of 1. She is something different. Her passive and her first skills are both shield, so that's really important to note. So yeah, so this is a list that I created, and all you have to do is just choose those heroes from this category, and of course restrict yourself to the numbers that I suggested, and more or less you can get a more effective win rate, guys. So do test it out. I mean, this video is a bit rushed. I didn't go much into the depth of it because of my throat firstly, and also I think that you can read up the skills yourself and probably know why these heroes are categorized in such a manner. But if you still do have questions, do comment below on the YouTube section, and probably I might answer them so that everybody in the audience will know what I'm going through in my thoughts. So I hope you like this video. I'm sorry for it being short, and of course I'm sorry for the delay in the video production. I mean, my health isn't that well these few days, so do forgive me on that. And also I hope to see you guys in the next video, guys, which is part 3 Arena Defense, which I'll talk about the importance of hero skills, which is how you stagger hero skill 1, 2, and the ultimate, and of course the positioning of the heroes. So yeah, do like this video, do subscribe to my channel, keep the love coming, and I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you.